Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we have another GoingGear EDC Club. All right, just open the package to take a look at what is inside. This month there's a few different things. Here's the breakdown. All right, maybe I'll read that in a minute here if something seems a little confusing, but it looks pretty straightforward. We have these stickers, which always come, which is pretty cool. You throw those on your gun safe or your whatever storage container you have for your knives, a bunch of places you can put those. I happen to stick them on my gun lockers. We have a CRKT bracelet, all right? I've actually had one of these before. These are really cool. This one has a, get rid of that garbage. This has an adjustable clasp on the bottom, all right? So as you put it around your wrist, depending on what wrist size you are, all right, you can adjust that. It's very cool. So you can swap it between you and your friends or family, whatever. And then this one has a bottle opener on it. All right, so this one slides around a little bit if you want, only to one side or something. But basically, that is your bottle opening jaws right there. All right, so you put that top of the bottle, pop it off. Pretty cool for parties. You can keep it, down here, upside down your wrist, and just magically pop those tops. People wonder how you're doing it, but that's pretty cool. I like that. This month we got a little bit of beef jerky, which is always a good thing, unless of course you're vegan, and then that would be a very disappointing surprise. But I am not vegan. I very much like my meat. So this is Think brand jerky. I believe I've had this before. I don't remember how it was, but grass-fed beef jerky. This one is sesame teriyaki flavor, which sounds awesome. And it's just a little, what is this, 1 ounce? Yeah, a little 1 ounce like sample pack. So nice little snack there. We have a knife and a flashlight. All right, so for the flashlight, I've never seen this one before. Rovyvon Aurora series, 650 lumens. Seems like a lot of light for such a tiny little package there. Let's go ahead and pop this open. Does it slide? No. Top slides out, maybe? No. Well, never been a fan of boxes anyway, so let's go ahead and just rip it open like a Neanderthal. Alright, get rid of that garbage. Pop this out. So we have a little charging cable, pocket clip, and very nice flat split ring. This is interesting because this body is clear, which is kind of cool. It's definitely different. I don't know if it has to, oh, okay. Something happened there. Oh, there's LEDs on the side too. Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. I'm liking this. I'm really liking this. This is very different. So the body is clear and the actual plastic is glow in the dark, if you can't tell. There's LEDs on the side as well as on the front. I would definitely have to point this away. All right, so I have to play around with this. A long hold is keeping that on, but temporary. Okay. No idea how to actually use this. I'm just figuring it out as we go. So we have a very bright flashlight for like a very small package. This is a tiny little light. And it feels like it weighs nothing because this is plastic. I'm so used to metal flashlights, aluminum, titanium, brass, copper, I mean, you name it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's getting even brighter. 650 lumens is no joke. But then I want to see how I got to that side mode. All right, so three clicks, lit up 2 of those. That's getting brighter. Now it's flashing. Well, that's interesting. That's really interesting. All right. All right, so that's cycling through that. Switch back to that. I have no idea how this UI works, but that's, let's see if I hold it. It just shuts off. So it looks like a long hold. Maybe turns on the light. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out the UI. Let's see if it's in this paperwork here. I could really appreciate that this is very different. It weighs nothing. I can't get over how light this thing is because of the plastic body. Usually, flashlights don't have plastic bodies like that. That is crazy light. All right, so let's see here. Just making sure I got the English thing. Okay, here. So let's zoom in and look at these modes. So we have Operational UI front LED. Momentary on, press and hold high, release to turn off. Okay, so that's what I first did. So long hold, that's just high for momentary. We let go, it shuts off. Interesting. All right, constant on, double click. All right. 1, 2. There you go. And then I guess again, long hold. No. 2 goes, okay, so that's just the highest output, I guess, for constant on. Nope, I hit it once. All right, so let's go back. Double click, turn on, and then single clicks to change the output. Okay, I guess long hold does shut it off. Okay. So, side LEDs, triple click for low, and then switching mode A5XR, low red flash, low high flash. Quad click. All right, let's try this. Triple click. Let me zoom out. I love learning together, even though you're probably just frustrated. You're like, come on, move on. Let's see the knife. All right, so let's try the long hold again. No, did nothing. Long hold must shut every mode off. Triple click. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it did nothing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Just switch to the top. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. I will, like I said, I'll have to focus more because in the back of my mind, I know you guys are like, just look at the knife, the cool flashlight. I know flashlight guys are like, yeah, figure it out. I'll figure it out another time. Might do a review on this down the line. Might not, who knows, but I definitely want to play around with it and know how this functions. But it is very, very interesting. I really do like it. I'm looking for the top and it's totally ripped up over there. So let's put that off to the side and take a look at this knife, which is a Bestech, and I'm a huge fan of Bestech Knives. All right, BG11G-2. Interesting. Let's see what we got here. It's a blue knife. Ooh, that's an interesting texture. Right over here. Is it on the back? Yes, it's on the back. Let me zoom in and show you what I'm talking about here. Right out of the box. You can see the layered blue and black G10. But right here where it's like shelved out, like there's distinctive steps. I should say stepped, really. And on the back slightly here. Hard to tell because of the colorization. But it is super aggressive. Like when I rub my finger like that, it's like grabbing on like nobody's business. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's business grab. All right, back out here. Interesting pivot too. Looks like well, okay, the back is Torx. The front, like, that looks like it takes a special tool for sure. So let's give this a little go. It's a flipper design. That is that's a heavy detent. I almost thought it was assisted. Heavy detent. Not the most uncomfortable or anything. It does take a little bit of pressure there, but when it finally pops, I mean, it's popping fast. So I don't think you're going to get any kind of like misfires where it doesn't open all the way. Love the blade style. Blade shape's very nice. I like the full flat ground blade. All right, this one is in D2, which is marked on the back there. All right, pocket clip looks pretty decent. A lot of times these step-up pocket clips like this are stiff. Most times they're titanium. You see those a lot on some custom knives. But this one looks like it's very nice. There's definitely some flex in there. Now, usually when I talk about these step-ups, I mean like a spacer piece and then just like a solid piece of metal. More times than not, they are, in fact, titanium, and they're thick. This has a little spacer material, a little piece of G10, but it's still a thin clip, all right, and it angles back up. So that looks like it's going to work totally fine. There's plenty of flex in there. So that seems like a nice pocket clip. It is polished up, like the blade. So, yeah, ergonomics, pretty good. I could feel that clip because it's pushed up, you know, far away from that that handle. I definitely feel it in the hands. You know, I have to say it makes a huge difference how big your hands are. I mean, I give Christina pretty much every knife that I have, I play around with. I show it to her, she plays around with it, and sometimes I'm like, yeah, this is so uncomfortable, right? And she's like, no, it's fine, because she has much smaller hands than I do. You know, so it really just depends. I mean, this knife in her hand might be totally comfortable because that pocket clip might land in a different area. But for me, I mean, the blade is awesome. Love the blade. I'm sure it's going to perform very nicely. Good point on this as well. The flipper, like I said, it's a strong flipper. All right, a little bit of a stronger detent there. Kind of a funky design up top, which is different. But yeah, overall it's pretty cool. Let's see what this paper has to say. All right. Bestech Knives Beluga. That's what it is, Beluga. Normally $52. The Beluga is just the right size EDC knife with the 3.12 inch D2 steel blade and G10 handles. It has ceramic ball bearings that gives it a great opening action that we're sure you're going to love. So there's a bearing system in there. I can understand. It is pretty smooth. Like I said, there's a pretty decent detent. All right, so when you finally overcome the pressure, it does want to shoot out, which is very nice. Let's see what else I have to say about some of the other stuff. The Rovyvon A5X, that's what the flashlight is, normally 37 bucks. This micro USB rechargeable glow-in-the-dark flashlight has up to 650 lumens and 2 additional side lights that are neutral white and ultraviolet. All right, I have to figure out that ultraviolet mode, so we'll go back to that in a second. I'll edit out me reading the directions and figuring it out, and I'll come back and show it to you. Actually, let's do that right now. And I didn't realize the side lights are neutral white, which is really cool. All right, so again, from the off position, you do a triple click, 1, 2, 3, and we have neutral white as opposed to the cool white that is, on the front. And it's a 4 clicks, all right, for the ultraviolet, which is in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And it switches to ultraviolet light, which is pretty darn neat. And obviously that is completely lighting up the glow-in-the-dark, handle material here. That is awesome. That is really, really neat. Just something totally out of the box. All right, and now obviously the whole thing, is very, very glow-in-the-dark. So, like, not only can you use the ultraviolet light for looking for things, just like a regular black light, look for stains and stuff like that. That works very nicely. But as most of us know, the UV light really charges glow-in-the-dark very, very well. So the secondary purpose of that, besides using it as a flashlight, is to self-charge this entire case. Now, although using the side lights, the neutral white lights, it'll start charging it, but the UV charges even better. All right, so very cool. Not sure exactly how long it's going to hold the charge, but that is neat. I really, really like this light just because it's so different. You guys know I like things that are different. Just not the regular old black, aluminum anodized flashlight that's yay big, that, kind of bright or whatever. This is completely different. Never heard of anything like this before, and I think it's really cool, and I really cannot get over the fact that how light it is. That's awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys saw it. Very cool flashlight, very cool Bestech knife. Like I said, I haven't used this particular model yet. Now they have one, I'll play around with it, but I've been very impressed with all the Bestech stuff thus far. Very high quality for the money. Of course, you get your normal stickers like we're all used to. You get the cool CRKT paracord bracelet, very thick. I forget the double cobra or whatever the stitches are called, but a very wide bracelet with the bottle opener, which is pretty neat. And of course, a little snack, something to chew on while you're figuring out how the flashlight works. Also, let me know in the comments if you've had this flashlight before. Like I said, I've never even heard about it. And if you happen to have the Beluga, what you think of yours. But my initial impression is pretty good. Just hoping that this doesn't really create a hot spot. Other than that, I think it's a neat little knife. For the money, I think it'd be a pretty good performer. But time will tell. We'll see about that. Anyway, hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.